the weird characters out of nowhere kind of thing. It's like I always have to fucking think of like Terry Crews is like the office linebacker.
No, it was Terry Tate. Terry Tate.
Terry Tate. Excuse me.
You know you can't big ass this weak ass Humpy Pumpy and this you kill the Joe, you make some more. You know that, baby. Whoa! like, oh my god. He tackled the guy because he finished the coffee and didn't even bother to replace it.
Yeah. No, like 100%. It's like, dude, fucking, like, if you want a fucking premise for a game, just make that a game.
Office combat. Winning up, basically you win. You start from literally the bottom intern. Fights the tower CEO.
That would be the dumbest fighting game ever.
I'd play it.
I'd play it too.
I never said it wouldn't be played. I never said it wouldn't be played. I just said it would be dumb.
Let me point out, we both played a game called Dive Kick, sir.
I was about to get to that.
Hey, death from above. Round one, dive kick. That shit was lit.
1, 2, 3, dive kick.
I was thinking that too. That's actually where we were gonna go. Where it's like, you know, like it had all the fucking premise of an entire fighting game, but then like maybe not even an eighth of the mechanics.
It had 2 buttons: dive, kick, jump and kick. That's it.
Yeah, okay,
jump and kick.
Yeah.
But you can get weird combinations with that dive down kick by literally quarter circle forward, quarter circle back. Hell, there's even a 360 motion for somebody I couldn't even remember.
Yeah,
but it had 2.
At the War of the Doctor, where she would say foot dive and all that shit.
Right.
They actually do the Doctor Doom foot dive. They had John Cena as one.
It was so. It had his dumbass gym system, the YOLO gyms. Remember that shit?
I never used them, so nah.
Cause it had the.
It made sense in its own right, kind of thing. Which I can't fault anything for, like, you know, if it makes sense in your world, then all right, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, because like the gyms either did like, oh, give you more defense, more attack, but you only can use at least one of each gym. But when you get to the YOLO gym, it's basically, yeah, it's a 1 round. If you lose this 1 round, that's the end. That's the end of the fight.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning. Choke detection warning. Choke detection warning. I'm like, bruh, how you gonna use all our logic, all our words and terminology?
And I'm using everybody's favorite cat girl, yours and mine, Lady Felicia.
That's kind of hard to hate Felicia.
It's really difficult.
She's just the happiness of the character.
She's literally a happy-go-lucky cat girl from Kansas. Grew up in an orphanage, wanted to pay back the orphanage, became a superstar, used her money to actually help literally homeless people and children. Like, that is freaking noble. I can't be mad at her.
And then, like, when people tell her, like, oh, I don't like them, I'm like, do you not like her for her design, or do you not like her story? Oh, I don't like her design. I'm like, well, you can hate her design, but she's a very wholesome character. What do you mean? I'm like, she came from an orphanage, so she wants to pay back that orphanage. She feeds homeless and stuff like that. She's a very good fucking character. Like, she is literally like, I want everybody to feel as happy as I feel now type of character.
Right?
Or even happier.
Right? Because even when she more or less stopped with her being a superstar and more or less, I guess, retired from the spotlight, she went to go specifically find other cat girls like herself who's still kind of hovering around in the world, and basically they kind of live together in a big home in a quiet place.
Oh, yeah, because she takes care of them pretty much. Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, that's, like, I can't get mad at that kind of character. I want to see, like, is there any fault here? Her only fault is she tries to see the good in everyone. That is it.
They'd be like, aha, she tries to see the good in everyone. Well, she tries to see the good in Adolf Hitler, too. And I'm like, look, if you just want to hate the character because she was a sexy cat girl, hate the character because she's a sexy cat girl. Don't hate the story.
I'm with it. Like I said, it's like, you know, if you have a problem with the character from a conceptual design, it's like, okay, that's fine. You don't like cat girls, or you don't like overly happy characters. Like, fine, I get that, but just say that. You know, it's like, if you're literally just getting into fucking, like, I'm just gonna dump haterade on this character because it's fucking a popular character, it's just for, like, you know, so people will listen to me kind of thing. It's like, man, shut the fuck up and go.
Just like people who now trying to hate Street Fighter 6 and saying Street Fighter 5 is a good game.
My ass!
Nope, I said this. I called it. And people like, what you mean? I'm like,
didn't they say the same? Didn't say the same thing about 4?
That's what I was getting to. I'm like, anytime a new Street Fighter comes out, these whole bunch of people we never saw supporting the game gonna come out of nowhere. You know, previous game wasn't even that bad. I think we was just being hard on it. And then people like, what you mean? I'm like, Third Strike did not get all that much popular until the Evo moment. Yes and no, it wasn't. Third Strike was actually dying.
It was.
People did not play Third Strike until the Evo moment. And then, even after that, people didn't start paying attention to Third Strike until Street Fighter 4 came out. Oh, Street Fighter Third Strike is the better game. Then 4 came out with Street Fighter 4 and they said they're announcing 5. Oh my god, we slept on 4. 4 is such a great game.
I know, right? Sucks, doesn't it?
And now 5 came out. Everybody saying it sucks, but you know, I don't argue with that. But now 6 is pretty much on the horizon. Oh my god, like 5 isn't even that bad of a game, y'all. Oh, like, oh my god, just say you want to be popular, please. Just say you want to be popular. Say you want to be popular. You have no way. You have no idea how to be. Because it just literally sounds like I want to hate on everything everybody loves.
Whoa there, calm down, guy. Calm down there, guy.
Here's my argument for like Street Fighter 5, and I'm not the biggest in Street Fighter verse. Is like I appreciate the games, but I'm not a long running like I've bought all of them. I've literally, I think I own 2, and that was it. And like I think that was Turbo or where the fuck it was. It was a long goddamn time ago. With the short answer.
To be frank, who the hell knows? They made like how many Street Fighter 2s back in the day?
Yeah, I know,
one too many.
Way too many.
So as a person coming in from the outside, who's the most experience I've had with Street Fighter is Street Fighter 2010, which is not even a fucking Street Fighter game.
Right.
I will say this: the major reason like I shot down like Street Fighter 5 from the get-go is mostly because like when it launched, it wasn't even a full game. When Street Fighter 4 launched, at least like you could run through like the arcade mode, play online. You could do all the basic functions of any fucking modern day release game. Street Fighter 5 fucking launched, and you couldn't do anything but play online.
Yep.
That
was survival.
No. Yep. No. That was where I was like, no.
Yeah. No.
Fuck you.
As much shit.
Even survival wasn't even that damn long either.
So that's why I was like, I'm not even interested. I'll get all the Street Fighter I need from Ultimate Marvel, and I am quite content with that answer.
I mean, I'm glad they put Street Fighter in the game.
And never put Street Fighter in anything else again. Well, wait a minute. She's in the Street Fighter 5 story along with Abel, and Street Fighter 5 would have been perfect for both of those characters, but they never came.
Yep.
Yeah.
But who do we get? Abigail Palmer.
And
my bro.
Seriously, like I can give them a pass when they put Final Fight characters in there: Cody, Guy, Hagar, Poison, and Hugo. Like that's about it. That's about my take. Just those 5, and I'm okay with it. They give us those 5 people for Final Fight.
And God, they were spending too much time when it came to Final Fight. When it came to Street Fighter 5,
they kind of did.
There was characters I even forgot that was part of the Final Fight series. They ended up making it. I'm like, wait, what? And then people were like, did you be a Poison? I'm like, no, I never forgot Poison. Poison's one of the main people of the Final Fight crew, but Lucille? Who the heck remembers Lucille?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because she's part of the police force that actually took in Cody. For whatever.
I'm not gonna lie though, it's like, you know, looking at, again, from the outside's perspective, looking at Street Fighter 6, is like, I'm not gonna lie, Street Fighter 6 looks slick.
Oh, it looks amazing.
It looks beautiful.
And that's why I tell people, I'm like, people need to remember, I hate to say it, fighting games are niche. We need to bring in more life.
Fucking, I cheers you, but, you know, I'm here and you're there.
Yeah. Fighting games a very niche crowd. They're like, oh, look, this looks very fun. Then finally they get the game in their hands and play it for about a week, and they're basically off the map.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like, you know, you want to talk about turnover cycles for video games, kind of thing. Is like the fighting game community has probably one of the quickest fucking turnovers for games.
You are
And the thing
brother.
is, we're very toxic, so we don't help.
Oh
No,
my God!
no, not at
You
all.
don't want to put you don't want to put it. You don't want to put in the work. You don't want to practice. Oh my God! You're lazy. Blah blah blah. Yeah, quit. And why my game dying? Why nobody playing my game?
I'm like, because you guys are very toxic and
100%.
you're forgetting that. And
Just hear someone in the audience. I'm not toxic. Yes, you are. You just don't know. Remember that guy you probably teabagged in Perfect? Who just wanted to play the game for fun? Yeah.
Not everybody practices as much as you do, my boy.
Yeah. Well, and like, cause I come from my own opinion too. Is like, you know, cause I'm reading the way a character plays. Cause like a lot of my experience comes from like non-competitive me. So like a lot of my fighting game background comes from like Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo. Because I'd argue that was where my, you know, my heart fucking came from for like a fighting game kind of thing.
Understandable, same.
Anyway, and like years and years later, it's like I heard people talk about Ultimate Marvel, or not Ultimate, excuse me, it was just MVC2 at the time. And it's like, you know, I like Marvel characters, but it's like, you know, the barrier to fucking get into MVC2 was so fucking high. I couldn't play with anybody. Kind of
And
thing.
nobody will teach you to, and I bet that was it.
Right. 100%.
Well, I was trying to teach him, but he tried.
No, this was before I met you, Angry.
Ah, okay. This was, yeah.
Yeah, so like no one's willing to teach me. It's like, you know, yeah, if I wanted to jump on the game and get curb stomps, it's like I could do that all day.
And then
like,
people love saying that, like, well, people are lazy, they don't want to lose. I'm like, it ain't the fact that people don't want to lose, it's the fact that when you do a 1st to 10 with somebody that don't know what's going on, they try to ask y'all a question, oh, you can look it up online. That's kind of a lazy ass answer.
Just say you don't know.
Back though, it's like, you know, like this is like when the internet was fresh, kind of thing.
Yeah, back in the day. I'm talking about
dial-up internet. Yeah. I remember that sound. I have it as a ringtone. I am not ashamed.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, even then, it's like, you know, you couldn't just look up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't look up muscle memory. You can't look up like, you know, what connects to what. Fighting combo strings weren't really a thing they just kind of produced unless you found like that one guy who fucking had nothing else to do for an entire fucking summer kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's trying to tell people. Oh, sorry. But
no. I was just trying to, like, you know, pave the way to my point kind of here. It's like, you know, like, yeah, you're exactly on point here. And the fact is, like, the entrance exam just to get into fighting games is so fucking high, especially, like, if you're going against someone who actually just, like, for lack of a better term, put in the work from day one kind of thing, because it's like, well, I didn't know. I bought a game and I wanted to play a game and it looked fun kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And now I want to play a game with my friend and it's like, I'm not even close to that level because, like, I haven't fucking, like, slammed my fucking head against the arcade machine 40 times.
And as a person that has done that, and I talk to people, I'm like, yo, we gotta remember, like, not everybody came back from the era where, like, some of us would actually just sit there and get our ass beat. And even if nobody teaches us, we learn ourselves. Mm-hmm. And let's be honest, somebody taught you this shit. You didn't learn every fucking thing on your own.
Yep.
No, 100%.
Like, in some way, shape, or form, you've learned it from somebody.
Well,
somebody
like,
took mercy out on you and was like, you know what? Here you go, bro. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. You ain't learn everything on your fucking own. You learned something from somebody.
Right. I mean, and like, I'd probably sit there and say is like my claim to fame, and it is a very small fame. I fucking do not fucking push myself too high up the ladder here. Is like, I was decent at Ultimate Marvel because of the fact of 2 reasons. One, I played the fucking shit out of Ultimate Marvel because I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, is that just like I watched a few breakdowns for like characters that I liked, kind of thing. So ergo, Ghost Rider. It's like I learned a lot of the bread and butter stuff from someone else.
And plus, like, when it comes to, like, most games, people only specifically want to play the characters that are in the higher tier of lists. I usually play characters that are fun. That I like and that are fun. That's why usually you see me, oh, like, man, I think you remember back in the cafe, someone was...
Felicia? No, you're still on Felicia.
Oh, I'm still on Felicia. I bumped up the lives.
Got it, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I should have bumped up the lives a while ago when I was playing BB Hit. All right. Oops.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But yeah, like especially like when you saw like when we were like in the back at college, like someone came and talking shit to me like, oh, why am I playing with these low tier characters? And then he picked his team, and then I friggin' floored him in every instance he's in.
I mean, even I got shit on fucking when I was playing Ultimate Marvel. I was like, oh, fucking, what is this fucking mid-tier trash that fucking you're running? It's like, play me, bitch.
This person wants to play. Like, I understand you're a tournament player, so of course, like, oh, well, you know, in tournaments, this team won't fly. I'm like, this person's playing casually, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This person's playing casually. Like, do they go to tournament? Well, I ain't asked them that. So, you literally just insulted the team they play. That would be bad for tournaments, but you don't know whether that person goes to tournaments, and you didn't bother to ask.
Yeah, and that was the first time you saw me drop a whole bunch of lightning loops on the person. You asked me why I don't do that, like, because it wasn't fun for me.
And then people be like, why don't you do that? Because people saw me do lightning loops. Why don't you do it? I'm like, because I'm on pad and that junk hurts my fingers.
No, 100% fucking, like I said, it's like, and even like the way I fucking play the games, like, you know,
I hear
like,
your controller screaming for mercy.
But I could sit there and min-max the shit for fucking, like, and make it 100% better, but it's like, that doesn't seem fair to me. It's like, once you get it, and this is like a personal thing, you know, take it what you will, blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you have the execution to do a death loop, basically, where it's like, you know, you can just sit there and fucking kill them off in fucking one shot, it's like, I respect that in the sense that you can do it, but on the flip side, it's like, that doesn't seem like a very fun, like, fight kind of thing. Whereas, like, you know, one fuck up and you're done, basically.
Oh, we got a new person in chat. What up? Druff the Wolf. What up, Wolfie?
Wish this game would crossplay. Ooh, God, that would open up.
God! Oh, that would feel so good if it had crossplay. That'd make me feel.
I would actually like a lot of games to start getting crossplay now. So it's like, why? I'm like, because that would be freaking awesome.
Right.
No, it's just, especially for like a niche community like the fighting game community, like that is a fucking lifeline for us, because the fact is like
crossplay, rollback netcode is really the two main DNA strands that we need in a fighting game.
Yeah, because like it connects everybody, it multiplies the fucking player base 100-fold kind of thing. You know, it just increases the livelihood and the fucking, you know, the amount you spend on the game just went that much further, because the fact is like, well, now you can play it that much more.
Because if they decide to like enable crossplay with cloud saving, that means whichever console you're going off on, you basically still can have your save data from the previous game if they want to go that far. Because I know specific games actually do that.
Yeah, it was like, because I got a 5 now, and technically I can do that on a couple games, I just haven't done it yet.
Right?
But, no, it's like, and that's a large part of what, I'm kind of leaning into, too, is like, you know, people, like, play fighting games for different reasons. Some people play fighting games for the multiplayer aspect, people play it for the, tournament aspect, you know, and it's like, other people just, like, want to casually fucking play a game and have fun, kind of thing. Some people don't even want to fight people. They just want to sit there and play fucking, like, through the arcade and the solos and find out about the story.
Right?
There are a lot of people tend to forget.
Unless you're playing through the story of Blaze Blue like DOS did, as I warned him not to.
I'm sorry, you're fucking, like, fighting game. Yeah, I'm sorry, your fighting game that you wanted to go to is fucking hot garbage, and that's one of the things I like about it. Or, let me rephrase. It's one of the things I like about fighting games, is the story.
Yeah, but I told you not to play Central Fiction story mode. That was a specific thing.
Hold on one second. Well, actually, no, go ahead. I'm just gonna mute myself.
Please and thank you.
I just hit Diamond Tank on V7 today on Switch. Thank you.
It's basically, I think they're thinking because, like, you know, the crossplay thing for, like, games. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes a lot more sense, yes.
Yeah, because, like, I have this game currently, the Capcom Fighting Collection, on everything. I put the money forward to get this because it's not likely Capcom's ever going to release Darkstalkers anytime soon. And now that I have it on Steam, I finally have Darkstalkers on Steam.
True. I mean, again though, like I legitimately hope this fucking sold well enough that they'll sit there and like, you know, there are people that are actually wanting more of these kind of games because honestly, like this game needs to continue.
Seriously, because the weird thing of the, especially with Darkstalkers, with it being a, well, the story has never been fully fleshed out entirely because everyone's story mode.
You don't say.
Everyone's
half the stories are fucking depressing or fucking just not finished.
Yeah, because like most of them are just not finished and not fully fleshed out. Leaves too many cliffhangers of stuff going on.
Crossplay would open this up on everything, and I double dipped on this game as well, Switch and Steam. I don't know, 100% right there with you.
Right on. Well, we're doing this on PlayStation, just so you know, just for those at home who's wondering.
Yeah. Well, this iteration, Angry has it on multiple platforms, so technically you can fucking play it on any platform.
Yes, I can.
I wanted to support the system, and I wanted to support Darkstalkers, so I bought it on the PlayStation 4. That's where I got it at.
I fucking have Meter. I forgot I had Meter.
I got Meter.
That's my only issue with fighting games. I forget I have Meter.
Yeah. No, crossplay like night and day. Fucking is like, you know, we sit there and we've run Evil Dead a lot here lately, and it's like the fact that it has crossplay, fucking like it opens it up so much because like there were times when we were sitting there before the crossplay fucking patch came down. It's like we couldn't get a match for fucking solid like fucking 10, 20, 30 minutes kind of thing.
Right.
And we're just kind of staring at the fucking screen. It's like, alright, when you're ready, game, kind of thing. But as soon as like crossplay fucking kicked in, it's like, oh my god, fucking like it's night and day. Fucking it's like you wait a match for about 5 minutes. That's it, and that's on a bad fucking run kind of thing.
Yeah, because like there's been a couple of times where me and Doss are just kind of chilling around, like, oh yeah, we're waiting on the next match to start or whatever, and then suddenly next match, like, oh okay, here we go. Then that was when they first gave us crossplay. That freaked me out.
Yeah. But no, crossplay is fucking amazing. It's an amazing tool that needs to be fucking added to more fighting games, just for that specific reason.
Because fighting games in themselves, if you do that, it'll increase everything.
That's how this feels on Steam. Takes a while to find matches. Yeah, no, it's fucking like crossplay would fucking sit there and destroy that. It's like, oh, it's like, what is it? You want to fucking play? It's like, hold on, fucking, we'll get you a match in like less than fucking 30 seconds.
Ah, yeah, and here's Felicia's other ending for this Darkstalker game.
Other ending?
Yep. Because the first ending was her. The first ending we saw in the previous Darkstalkers game was her being a superstar, living up the lavish life. Right. And then later in, she basically kind of gave that away, started her own orphanage for the little kitties and all that stuff, and blah blah blah.
That's where she turns into, nun Felicia.
Yep. And all the little kitties in the neighborhood just love her because, hey, yeah, oh yeah, she's friendly, she's happy, she's not big and scary like the other Darkstalkers. She's just a big old kitty cat.
Big old kitty cat. Shout out to the Ren Snippy reference.
Yeah, she sings "Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy."